Seems the whole world is anxiously waiting for someone or some supreme figure to bring order to this planet. For the whole world to be deceived, this being must appease the different world religions. This being will be believed to be an ascended master, Buddha Maitreya, Uber Maitreya, the Chosen One, Mohammed, the Kabbalist Master, Jesus, and even Yeshua. Regardless of the name, this being will usher in a false utopia of love and peace. Some refer this time as the Age of Aquarius, the New World Order, Mother Earth going through her cleansing cycle, and a short-lived millennium. Yahushua refers to this time period as the Great Distress, Great Tribulation. The son of perdition, destruction, will be the many messianic figures wrapped up in one global transformed evil being. Numerous people teach and have been taught that when all scriptural prophecy has been fulfilled, the Messiah will return. The Jews, Christians, Muslims, and even Messianics are all waiting for this awesome event. At his return, they believe he will destroy Israel's enemies. His arrival will usher in a 1,000-year reign, purging the earth of all evil. The marriage feast will take place and we'll live happily ever after. Finally, Judah, Ephraim, and all nations will live side by side in peace. Countless souls believe a certain sign of his imminent return is when Germany, China, Russia, Iran, and all Islamic nations gather against Israel. This war, known as Armageddon, is believed to be the last great battle before the return of Messiah. The great conflict is also known as the War of Gog and Magog, spoken of in the book of Ezekiel 38 and 39. One must ask if the scenario that is being taught by an innumerable amount of people is true. Could there possibly be some wormwood, deadly poison, hidden deep within? Do not just go with the flow, but seek Yahuwah, study and test everything. I beseech you to throw out any preconceived thoughts on this issue and keep an open mind. This subject is so huge that just a splinter of error could very well cost you and your loved ones eternity with the bridegroom, Yahushua. Scriptures reveal to us that there are many anti-messiahs because this is a spirit. Anti-messiah and the son of perdition are two different things. The anti-messiah is a spirit that is in lots of people. This spirit is against everything the Messiah, Yahushua, stands for, such as the Torah. The anti-messiah is lawlessness or Torahlessness. This spirit swings both ways though.
It is against Torah, but it is also against the atoning blood of the Messiah, Yahushua. To further explain this, many believe in Messiah yet do not keep the marriage vows, that is the 10 Commandments and Torah. Whereas others try to keep Torah, yet they want to do away with the blood of Messiah Yahushua, or they simply deny him. Both sides have the anti-Messiah spirit. Even though the son of perdition has the spirit within, it is just one being. Many believe that once all prophecy has indeed been fulfilled, the Messiah returns. Those that believe in dominion theology, the belief that the Messiah will not return until the church gains control of the world's governments and all social institutions, are eagerly waiting for this time. In order for vast amounts to fall for the coming impostor, there must be a wrath containing patterns of wicked weather, famines, pestilence, diseases, and wars.
Man's synthetic wrath will be blamed on Yahuwah.
The beginning of sorrows will be orchestrated by man and not Yahuwah. The Messiah Yahushua tells us,
"You will hear of wars, and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet."
When the Messiah spoke, "The end is not yet," my desire is for you to try to understand that a major global event will take place appearing to be the end, but in reality, the end is not yet. For this reason he also says, "Stay away." Scriptures reveal that the true Messiah will not come until after the son of perdition is revealed.
Let no one deceive you in any way, because the falling away is to come first, and the man of lawlessness, the son of perdition, is to be revealed, the son of destruction. 2 Thessalonians 2:3.
The falling away could possibly be many turning away from following Yahuwah's 10 Commandments, which includes the seventh-day Sabbath, for either the possibility of an enforced Sunday law or the enforcement of the Noahide laws. The son of perdition, that is, the impostor, will be revealed at the end of his 42-month reign. Now we strongly believe it is possible for this time frame to be shortened, as outlined in Matthew 24:22. The impostor will be revealed after the abomination of desolation takes place, right before the seventh trumpet. We know the impostor's desire is to oppose and exalt itself above all that is called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as Elohim in the dwelling place of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. The prophet Daniel tells us that this being even exalted itself as high as the Prince of Hosts. We further learn in Daniel 11:36-37.
And the sovereign shall do as he pleases, and exalt himself, and show himself to be great above every mighty one, and speak incredible matters against the mighty ones, and shall prosper until the wrath has been accomplished. For what has been decreed shall be done, and have no regard for the mighty ones of his fathers, nor for the desire of women, nor have regard for any mighty one, but exalt himself above them all.
That is just horrible. No wonder this being gets kicked out of heaven, along with its willing minions. The nerve of such a gang, pure tyranny. Their plan is so chilling and gut-wrenching that believers must have a strong relationship with Yahushua the Messiah in order to endure to the end. There have been many forerunners to the position that the son of perdition seeks. When a magician goes to trick his or her audience, they cause the people to focus on the right hand, while it is the left hand that actually pulls off the trick. The audience has been left in a state of, wow, how did he do that? We know the falling away has been going on for quite some time, and there have been many anti-messiahs, just as Yahushua has told us in Matthew 24:24. The spirit of the anti-messiah can be found within the thousands of different Christian denominations. Popes, priests, preachers, the head of the pastors, EU ministers, bishops, New Agers, Satanists, Wiccans, Gothics and world rulers. To further verify this fact, does the Pope not sit enthroned in the so-called House of God, claiming that he is God on earth? Is he not the sovereign of Vatican City? Does he not expect all to worship him? Of course, the present Pope, along with all the prior ones, claims and desires such matters. This is like smoke screens, diverting the attention off the one and only son of perdition. Once the people can be tricked into believing the son of perdition is already here, along with seeing great signs, such as in famines, earthquakes and pestilences, many will have mistaken the beginning of sorrows for the wrath of Yahuwah. They will believe this is indeed Yahuwah's wrath. Therefore, when this phony really does show up on earth claiming that he is the Messiah, many will believe the strong delusion. All scripture that pertains to the second coming of Messiah and the great day of Yahuwah must be duplicated in order for the world to accept the impostor. This being will also perform miraculous miracles, such as healing diseases, curing the blind, deaf and lame, providing food for all. This is going to be big. According to John Hagee, the chief of the EU is the Antichrist. Well, what about the Pope? I was told he was. But then again, so-and-so told me Prince Charles is. This is the blame game, beloved ones, pointing the finger at someone else to divert the attention off of the real villain. That is right, they are passing the buck off to someone else. The great old switcheroo. A man, by the name of Albert Pike, back in 1870 received a vision of what would need to conspire to bring about a new world order. Of course, this man, Albert Pike, said that Jewish Kabbalah is the core behind the rituals in Freemasonry. He would know since he is the one who wrote the rituals to all 33 levels of Freemasonry. He was deep into the occult, the Illuminati. There is a statue of him in Washington, D.C. He also wrote the book manual titled Morals and Dogma. Even the Jewish Kabbalist is waiting for the Kabbalistic master to rise up during the end times. This occultic being will usher in an age of utopia. A new world order, Albert Pike wrote a letter to Mazzini describing a detailed sinister plan to the Brotherhood on how 3 wars would be needed to bring about the New World Order. All we can do is marvel at the precise detail of how the first 2 wars unfolded exactly as planned. As you will soon discover, the Third World War is unfolding before our very eyes. This is very disturbing because way too many are falling for it. The Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agenda of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the State of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual and economical exhaustion. 3worldwars.com. To not fall for the coming orchestrated chaos. As the spirit of chaos is unleashed during these end times, we will see unity rise amongst Jews, Christians and Messianics. Once united, they will fight against the radical Islams. On a side note, Islam believes their Messiah will come when the world is in chaos. That is exactly when the impostor will show up, and not a second too early. To further prove my point, let us review the following article, Pastor John Hagee's DC Meeting Worries Jews, by Dave Eberhardt, Newsmax.com. Pastor John Hagee says, Armageddon will soon strike the nation of Israel, so he's enlisting Christians to help protect Israel against an attack from Iran.